Hello, and welcome to this space. You can call me Dex or Suki. It's been a minute since I've posted anything on this channel, my personal channel. I've been posting more things during quarantine on my ASMR channel. Links will be to anything. If I talk about my Instagram or Twitter, it will be in the description box. If I'm not on YouTube, I'm usually on Instagram or Twitter. That all being said, I wanted to make this video today for a couple reasons. The first being I haven't updated or posted anything for a while because, and I don't feel like I need to or feel like I have to put out like consistently like a certain amount of videos. That's not something that I'm pushing myself to do, and I don't think that it's healthy to put on myself necessarily, especially if it's not helpful or what I need. But a big part of why I stopped doing weekly updates on my HRT transition, not because things have really plateaued exactly or at all, or that I stopped having things to talk about, but I was feeling like me updating or even having sort of like educational or chatty videos about HRT or like transitioning in general was, it felt like it was corny. Not because it's something that I personally felt. I feel like I started getting jaded about it because being in trans community and also like queer art communities, and like a lot of people are really self-critical and also critical of like media and content in general, because this is stuff that we engage in or make, and it felt like it was like bad art or not exciting or challenging work, or it was corny or cheesy to do. But so a lot of like initial earnestness that I felt and excitement that I felt about sharing, even if it wasn't like necessarily new information, although I feel like I talked about a lot of things that I didn't really see anywhere online in terms of like spaces that I've been in. And if, but even if it's not new information to absolutely everybody, I feel like it's worth talking about, um, because it might be important or a new way to reframe things, or it could be just like comforting or affirming for somebody else. And I ended up really discounting a lot of that. Um, but I feel like also at the same time, taking a break was good for me. So there are good things and bad things about my sort of like hiatus in terms of updating about where I am and where I've been during my transition. I'm not going to make an update about all of the things that have happened since I stopped updating, because that would just be too much for me to do. I don't think that it would fit in a video. It would just be too much. And I also don't have a desire to make a video like that. That being said, I might in the future like get back into a space if I feel called to talk about something, to update about that. This video, though, was also sort of inspired by, or like it felt like it was calling for me to make it, because I am currently for the rest of this week and then later on in the month, taking care of people who are going to be having or have had top surgery, and I wanted to talk about care work a little bit, as an aspect of like not necessarily degendering it, but thinking about the ways that it has been gendered, um, thinking about why that is a little bit, but also reframing care work as something that is like really integral to communities in general, and especially um, in all relationships, but especially and like very like demonstratively like experienced and done in communities where transitioning and surgeries and in order to like be in our bodies, which is also like you do not have to transition or get surgeries to be trans at all. But if that is something that a lot of folks that I know and am in community with, and that I also anticipate for myself have been doing. So it's just part of like how things are, and how, and I've just been thinking about how care work in that way is really important and necessary, and it's like a way that we not only show up for each other but help each other survive um, like our changing bodies, and how important and beautiful it is, but also thinking about in general how care work is not usually like celebrated or appreciated, and thinking about like why that is and how we show caretakers that we care about them, that we care about us. As a person who's been a caretaker in a lot of different kinds of relationships, um, chosen family, bio family, and lots of different kinds of like every kind of relationship, really. There's care involved. And so that's something that I'm experiencing now, that I'm anticipating later at the end of the month, and as and these things are kind of like precursors to my own top surgery. Um, I have already gotten my consultation earlier in the spring, in March actually, and I've been waiting and calling to see when things are going to be authorized or approved so that I can schedule my surgery date, but it's been a very, very long time since anybody's been able to give me a meaningful answer about anything, and I'm still feel like I'm in this like sort of waiting limbo period. So that in and of itself has been a little bit frustrating, but that's where I currently am at this moment in terms of my own top surgery timeline. But I'm really excited about all of it, and I'm just in this space where I'm thinking about it, and also like feeling a lot of things in terms of care work and top surgery, and like the ways that healing and recovery is happening at the same time that I'm anticipating more of it, for people that I care about and also for myself. So that's where I am. That's what's been on my mind lately. There's been a lot of things on my mind. I feel like quarantine has been going on for like years now, and I hope for you and also for me that we're being gentle on ourselves and taking time to like not blame ourselves for feeling a lot or feeling overwhelmed or feeling bad, and not pushing ourselves to feel good about things, because there's a lot going on that is not good or okay, and it does not have to feel good or okay. But yeah, that's my update for today. Thank you for sitting through it. see you in the next one.